set of pilot holes drilled. Now change to 22mm auger bit. The reason for drilling the pilot holes is that the threaded nose on this splits the softwood if you drill straight into it, because it's not a very big piece. Now, don't forget the bits out. We have a cube with a 22mm hole through each axis. So, the next step is to take the drilled cubes and dunk them. To keep them under, stick a little jar on the top, which just is enough to keep them submerged. And then best Blue Peter style, there's some that have been dunked for a little while, and the next part of the process is just to warm them up. So take them out of there. I'll have a kettle full of almost boiling water and just plunge them in there for a few minutes. They do go in eventually. And we'll be back to sort them out in a minute. Right, so cubes have had a few minutes in the kettle. We'll take one out, it's still steaming, and this is what we do. The marble inside cube foot. Here's another one. A couple of days to dry out. You can hit them with a sander and the coal oil to make them good. They don't always work quite that well. They've got quite a lot that didn't fit properly. Basically, I started off drilling the holes. Well, I started off drilling the holes too big because I didn't measure properly. So there's a marble, and I drilled some holes, and they just dropped right through because they're inch marbles, and I drilled those with a 25mm bit. These are inch marbles with a 20mm hole, which sometimes worked and sometimes didn't, but the failure rate, as you can see, was quite high really. I got two good ones. So then I went to the 22mm bit, and they work every time. There's a couple there which have been out in the sun drying. That one the marble rattles in. This one I'm not sure what size hole. That must have only been a 20mm hole. That makes three that I managed to get in there. 20mm hole, but that marble is absolutely wedge solid in there. But that's a slightly more satisfying one, because the marble moving